Hi guys, this is the Aqualand again. It might sound a little bit repetitive, but the Aqualand has so many features, so many quirks, and you know, it's such a beautiful watch, and I really enjoy the Aqualand. So I wanted to talk to you about the American version, well, so-called American version of the Aqualand, and that's the one we have down there. This is an American Aqualand, and it's so much different from the traditional Japanese version in so many ways. Now, I have no idea. I have no idea why this watch is um, called the American version, because it's made in Japan anyway. But you know, there are certain subtle differences. For example, the bezel. The bezel is 100 and sorry, it's 60 clicks. Okay, unlike the 120 traditional clicks from the Japanese model. So there's a golden here. There's an Aqualand with golden accents, and there's the Aqualand with the silver accents down there. So the American version has a little bit of both, and it takes a golden bezel, golden accents here on the cover. This is the depth meter cover, and the crown is so much different from the traditional Aqualand. Look at this. It's a different shape there, a different configuration. It's it resembles a little bit like to the crown of a lifty. So they're pretty similar there. They're quite similar indeed. And but that one has it's a little concave in there, or convex. See at the tip there. Like I said, this is a 60 click bezel, unlike the traditional Japanese version. And also, if you look at the dial here, the functions are written down on the dial. So we have select, mode, and set down there. So these three these three functions, setting, select, and mode, are written on a traditional Aqualand. They're imprinted on the case itself. So mode here, select down there. I don't know if you can catch that. Let me see if I find a cleaner case. Probably this one down here, just a brand new Aqualand. So if you see there, select, mode, and set. So instead, in the American version, those three labels are imprinted on the dial itself. So select, mode, and setting down there. The hands are the same from the two models there, so the same set of hands. But the indices are quite different. They're not applied. They seem to be like applied indices, but they're not. Indeed, they are surrounded by a golden frame there. So each index is surrounded by a golden frame down there, if you see that. The module is just the traditional C02X module. I think this is a 23 module, C023. Yeah, it's a C023 because it comes in feet, okay? So the depth meter is in feet. So it's a traditional C023 module. Something worth noting at this point is that the log distance here is 22 millimeter. So it's not 24 as the usual Aqualand. So you have here a 24 log distance on a traditional Japanese model, whereas in this American model you have a 22 millimeter. So there's a bunch of strap options for this watch, and I believe this is not the original strap that the watch came on. It's an aftermarket strap there. Other than that, the watch is just original. The case, in consequence, since it's a 22 millimeter, the cases are not the same. So the case of a traditional Aqualand and the case of an American version, they are totally different. Well, not totally different, but the lug distance here, the lug distances don't match. Okay, so that's something to notice as well. So we have the bezel, the lug distance, the indices down there, and also this lump, if you want. It's much more sharper than the lump down there. It's this one down here is a little more like subtle. So I like this watch a lot. In this case, this watch is a brand new American version. Is a beautiful piece. Look at that. This is a beautiful watch. I don't wear this watch. I want to keep it in the box there. Anyway, this is the American version of the Aqualand. Thanks so much for watching. Please like this video and see you in the next one.